So anyway, imagine 25 years ago it was 1989. A lot of you were practitioners. Maybe not all of you were. A lot of you were. And there were a lot of things that happened back then that really set the stage for what we've got around us now. And what we have right now, as you can see here, there's a laptop computer, technically a laptop computer, passed from one in 1989. What cellular phones looked like in 1989. We also had some other technologies that are really foundational to what's happening right now in the world. So we had things like the 486 microprocessor, the first definition of the World Wide Web, Office and GPS satellites. These are all really important technologies for what we carry around with us in our pockets every day, cell phones, right? Other technologies as well. But there's also an aspect of what we have to think about that's going to happen over the next 25 years that we don't know what the foundational technologies are going to be. So 25 years from now, many of us in this room are still young enough to still be to be a practitioner. Oh, not working again. Young enough to be a practitioner in 2039. And many of us are going to be building the products over the next 25 years and contributing to those technologies. So what I think...
We have another mic being worked on, sorry.
So in the next 25 years, I really...
Just turn it off.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to turn it off. Okay, over the next 25 years, we're really going to see a smaller, warmer, wetter world where technology is really going to be important in the sense that usability is going to be something that has to be managed on a very individual level as well as on a very high level. We've already seen recently that usability is going to be very important because we're going to be making more of our own things. So as designers, we have to be thinking about creating interfaces that are going to let people build their own things as well as great interfaces that let everybody use something without having to build it themselves. So we've already seen MakerBot selling $1,000 3D printer that's easy to use, that you don't have to figure out how to do anything. You can just share your designs with your family and friends. And that's really important because essentially we're going to have 3 different types of users come out of this whole usability revolution. The first is those people who are basically going to remix things, who are going to take some base raw materials and say, I'm going to follow this recipe to the exact letter. It's going to be something that somebody designed. It could be a family friend, whoever. Then there are going to be other people who are going to be at the far end of the spectrum who want to be able to do things themselves. They're very technologically advanced and aware. And so essentially, we're going to need to make sure that we provide them with the tools to build their own. So the open source toolkit is really critical. I think that mass-produced products are still going to be available that are designed by designers because we know best how to design for people, right? We study this, we test things. But we're also going to have to make sure that we're enabling people to be very self-sufficient because we're going to have to make more of our own power. We're going to have to grow more of our own food. We're going to have to make sure that things are more inexpensive and easy to get because there are going to be more of us, but the same number of resources. And that means that we have to make choices about how that all gets distributed. So that means that as UX designers, we have to educate users responsibly about how to build their own experiences. And if they have to build them, they should be good, right? People should be a right to have good experience. So that means that we have to teach people as usability practitioners how to gather requirements, whether that means that they have to, talk to themselves, or whether that means going out to people in their communities around them and find out what they need. I think that we're going to be, as practitioners over the next 25 years, really active participants in the democratization of usability. And that means that we need to embrace our role as both meta designers as well as educators. And of course, we have to continue to be really thoughtful about how it is that we create great, compelling user experiences. So in total, I think that the same things apply now, which are basically you have to make sure that people can get through a process, have instructions. But it also means that in 25 years, I think that we will not be the only ones who know that. So that's it.